Hi everyone. Hi friends. Sorry about the throat issues. Always the sinus stuff going on. I wanted to leave this here so you can see for a few minutes while I'm setting this up my information. This is Lasonia's Couture, and I want to welcome all my friends. I really do appreciate you. Thank you for even considering looking at my video. I've only been doing this for a few months. I'm still learning. I do not have very good editing skills. I sort of know how to do it, but I'm just not in the financial position to take on any more costs. So once I am, I will go ahead and sign up for the one that I know about. And two, Whatnot is where I've been doing my auctions on Saturday or Sunday. This weekend it was Saturday. From now on it'll be Sunday. I have a wonderful boss. I think somebody else did our schedule for the last 3 weeks, and I talked to her about not having to work on Sunday evenings. So she has granted that to me, and I'm, for at least for the foreseeable future, I'm off on Sunday, so I'll be able to have my little shows. Now, of course, I love playing in my jewelry, and it's so much fun. I just can't even tell you how much this means to me. Matter of fact, my show last night, it's a big flop. Had lots of wonderful things, but nobody was interested in purchasing anything, and I was really sad about that. I'm hoping that the YouTube videos will bring you over to that to my channel. It's the same thing, Lasonia's Couture, on the Whatnot. It does explain here how it works. You'll get a $10 off free for your first purchase. You can buy jewelry or anything else when you go on to Whatnot. Now, Whatnot will take your information. You do have to sign up, and they'll vet you to make sure everything's legit. They want to make sure that once you have won something as a buyer, they'll be able to take that money from your account immediately. It's really kind of a safeguard for both you and the buyer, and that way there isn't any delays. Once that happens, we will package your finds right away, and the things that you want right away, and they're sent to you that week. Now, they say 2 days, however, for me, it takes a little longer. I've been getting Tuesdays or Wednesdays off, so when I do, I go to the post office and mail my packages. So it does take me a few more days just because of, well, my situation. And I think I've told you many times that I'm without a car right now, and I am saving for a car. So I wanted to show you this one little grouping that I had. I think it's so cute. I've lost the other earring though in this mound of stuff. I'm going to go through here and see if I can find it. Oh, there it is, right in the very bottom. And I'll show you that in just a minute. Okay, so please make sure that you go to www.htp, I think it's a semicolon or colon, whatnot.com, I think that's called a / invite / Lasonia's _ you got to make sure you get that underscore in there, couture. Also, when I have my auctions, I will ask who is from YouTube, and if you put in UT when you go into the chat, that'll help me to know that I have some YouTube subscribers in there, so we'll be able to bring out some of the things that I last pulled out of boxes. Okay, now the other thing I have to tell you is, if Whatnot doesn't work for me or for you guys, I may go to the other system of giving you instructions on getting the time mark in a description and emailing me that information. Okay, but until then, I'm going to be using Whatnot for a little bit longer to see if it picks up. If it doesn't, then we'll go to another way of you guys purchasing. I definitely want you to be able to do that. Also, if you have anything you would like to talk about, or if there's things that you're looking for, you can contact me at lasoniascouture@yahoo.com for now. And I also have a P.O. box now for my business, which is P.O. Box 281035, and this is at 10799 West Alameda Avenue in Lakewood, Colorado. I live just on the border. The next street over, I think, is considered to be Denver, and so I'm in Lakewood. Also, another thing I wanted to show you is, I'm trying to use a different setup. I tried the one that I did last time. It didn't really work for me all that well. Still bumping into the camera and things like that, and like I just did. I'm going to be having jewelry jars. I don't know what all I'm going to put in it just yet, but I'm going to fill these jars up full of jewelry, and I'm going to be selling them, and these are quart jars. I love these mason jars. I think they used to have a Mason brand, but these are Ball jars. I love Ball. I've been to their company. I've been to their plant that makes the glass jars, and seeing their history and all of that. I had a friend who worked for Ball Aerospace, which is a offshoot of the actual Ball Glass company. They invested in science, and that's why I was able to go with her on her trip to Muncie, Indiana. And there is a mansion there that the Ball, head of the Ball, or the Ball family built. And then there's a factory and all kinds of history there for the Ball family. And it was such a wonderful trip. I really enjoyed myself. It was the highlight, pretty much the highlight of my life. We were treated like royalty, which was fabulous. And it was pretty funny because they sent us on their private jet. Never rode in a private jet before, and they didn't tell me that there was a limit on how many suitcases you could bring. And I'm thinking, I'm going to a really, really high-class place. I'm going to bring a whole bunch of clothes. I had probably about 3 suitcases, and they had to store them in the bathroom because I had so many suitcases. It was pretty funny. The president of Ball Aerospace introduced himself to me and said, you are the best dressed visitor we've ever had. And that made me very happy. So he asked me what I was going to do because I had just recently gotten divorced, and silly me, I told him I'm going to be a receptionist or something because I just didn't know at the time. But here I ended up being a nurse and, enjoying my life here in Denver. So these are going to be, I'm not sure if I'm going to put them up for 20 or 30. They're going to have all wearable jewelry in it. Now I do have these little things from Claire, these little tiny posts and things that can be worn. And then I have some really pretty antique stuff in there, and just all kinds of items. So each time we open a bag, and I have, you know, I'm not able to sell it after a while, it'll go in that box or that jar, and it'll be offered to you for an inexpensive price. I have not started crafting jars yet. I'm thinking about that. I have started a single earring jar, mostly, you know, the older ones that people may be looking for a match for them. If it's common, then I'll just let it go if it's not in good condition. But I always try to match up my earrings in each lot. The other thing I wanted to tell you is that I have finished up that designer box, and I'll tell you why. I had to make sure that I wasn't going to waste time on my auction last night, so I spent 2 hours yesterday, so 2 hours or so. So I've invested about 6 hours in untangling this box that we got of 21 pounds and probably a little bit over of jewelry. I had some that were so tangled that I just had to spend the time doing that because I didn't want to waste your time either. So that being said, I'm going to show you a few little lots that I put together. If you're interested in these, you can let me know, and I can put them on my Buy It Now section. There's a spot where we can put jewelry or our items up for sale, and I can even put your name on it, and you can pick it up whenever you can. Now, I would say within a few weeks. If it's going to be longer than that, I'll probably end up taking it down and re-offering it to somebody. But that would be the best way of doing that, okay? So I wanted to offer this necklace set for $10. This is something that I had prior to this box. It's a really pretty and in very good condition royal blue statement necklace, and some little post earrings that came with it. And as you can see, I'll show you the other side. I really like this little set. It has no wear on it at all. I'm offering this for $10. You can email me, let me know that you want this for $10. Now, when you get items on Whatnot, the shipping will be included. So it won't only just be the $10, but you're going to have an additional charge for the shipping and an additional charge for the taxes. I bought many things on Whatnot myself, and that's what I have to go through too, and I really love it. So it'll be $10 per my cost. You're going to be paying for your own shipping, which is really inexpensive. I don't know how they do it. I just don't. Especially jewelry, it's anywhere from $5 to $10, or $1 to $10. This will probably be more like around $4-ish. And if you buy a second item that day, while you're still on the site, it will give you a discount. So your next item is going to be 50 cents, 75 cents, $1, something to that effect. And I absolutely love that. I think that is just wonderful. So it does encourage you to buy more than one item. For the cost of what this could have cost you to have it mailed to you, you can buy something else, which is awesome. Okay, so that one is $10. I'm going to put that in a little bag here. And I'm going to put 10 on it, and then I'm going to list it on that site. Oh, you know what? I'm not going to list it until you are ready and somebody tells me in my email that they want this, okay? And royal blue statement necklace, I'll know what it is. This is gold tone. And again, it's in stellar condition. It's just awesome. Okay? That is a big discount, ladies. I have to say that I love, love, love Whatnot. And I hope to stay with him. I was so heartbroken last night. I always am after an auction that I pour my heart into, spend 3-4 hours going through my jewelry and not getting a response at all. It's just heart-wrenching. So, and I think it's because I love it so much. So I want to offer these two necklaces as well. These two necklaces are going to be up for auction for $10. I mean, on the site. If you tell me that you want them, just let me know that you want the chunky silver and gold necklace set, and you can have both of these for $10. Okay, I'm going to put those away as well. And I did, between now and the last auction, open up this area quite a bit, so I have more room. I'm not running into stuff. You know, let me show you the back of this. So it is in excellent condition. This is not dirt or anything. This is the way it was made, with that kind of satin look to the inside of it. Everything is in perfect condition. Perfect. You know, Thelma Thrift gives a good information about how to clean silver. Now, I'm trying it out right now. I'm testing it. I found in this box a necklace that I was like, oh, this is just trash. I'm just going to throw this one away. And then I looked at it a little closer, and I thought, well, at least I can look and see what I'm throwing out. It ended up being Napier. I was like, you've got to be kidding me. And I thought, well, Napier doesn't look this bad. And I thought, I wonder if it's made out of silver. And lo and behold, I spent a good hour trying to clean up that necklace today, and I cleaned it up really good. So guess what? Not only is the chain silver, I haven't tested it yet, but my silver cleaner cleaned it up really well. The findings are silver as well. Also the maker's mark. And it's just a simple little snake chain. I was so surprised. So I'm trying to now try the suggestion from Thelma Thrift, which is, and I may not have all of it together, but from what I remember, she said to put it in boiling hot water after putting aluminum foil surrounding the sides and the bottom, and then the jewelry, and throwing in a pinch or so of salt. Now I put a little bit more salt in there, and she said just let it soak. I wanted to clean out the inside of the lobster claw because the whole thing is silver. I couldn't believe it. I thought, oh, this is all worn out. Goodness gracious, there's no way anybody's going to want this. And it looked like there's a little bit of tortoiseshell or tiger eye on it. And when I was cleaning it, I was absolutely floored. So that one will be coming up soon. So I'm going to set this one aside. I'm going to put YouTube on that. That way I know where I offered it for that much money. Now this is just a simple little chain. This is older. And what did I put it with? I think I had this with it. This really pretty wire and pineapple, which at one time pineapples were meant welcoming back in the 80s. People would have pineapples all the time. And these really fun earrings. I love these things, even though they're huge. I thought at first, and I'll show them to you, I thought at first these were just kind of gaudy and hideous. One of the rhinestones was off, and I found it, and I put it back together, and the more I looked at these, the more I fell in love with these beautiful, well-made, and I'm telling you, well-made hoops. They are pierced. They're in good shape. I mean, excellent shape actually, except for the one rhinestone that came out, and that probably happened while it was in the bag. So I would like to offer this as well for those 3 items, $10. So I'm going to go ahead and put that on there as well. So all 3 of these items just say the Big Green Hoops lot, and I'll know exactly what you're talking about. I would love for somebody to have these. It is the most pretty green. It's kind of a bluish green, and I just absolutely love it. And this is extremely lightweight. It just feels so good. Now, it's not soldered together, so it probably wasn't a high-end necklace, but I just love it. I think it would be so easy to wear. It does have a lobster claw on it as well. That's functional. So it's a nice necklace, okay? Just $10 for that group. Goodness. I forgot I didn't have the lid of the Sharpie on, and I just marked myself. Well, LaSonia's Adventures strike again. Okay. I really love this necklace. I did add this to it. There was something kind of funky on there. It was just, it didn't even go really with this really cool necklace. It's half snake skin. It does have a really nice clasp, and oh my goodness, extender. My mind's going blank again. That's what happens when you get old. I think I've always been that way though. Anyhowser, this is kind of feels like a felt ball, and or a little pom-pom, and then you got these faux little pearls. Absolutely love those. And what really struck me was this heart. This whole thing, which I think is perfect together, and these are acrylic or plastic, and this is a metal of some sort. Well, maybe even plastic. This is metal. Reminds me so much of just someone who would have loved to have some card, like Rook, or card games at home. Or if you'd like to go to, these look like little spades. These little earrings are just so sweet. I thought this is just so much fun. Can you imagine? Okay, so the cards are black and red. You've got this, I don't know what this means right here. I think it says Fimish or Imish. Ermish. Might be a foreign name. Don't know. You can always take it off if you don't like that part. But I love these lipstick red glass beads. It's just awesome. And I think this would be a perfect set for someone who loves to play cards. My grandmother used to. She used to be in a card. Let's see, what does she play? I was going to say Rook, but it's not Rook. Goodness. Bridge. She used to play bridge. And I loved that she loved to play bridge. I always thought it was so much fun for her. And I always thought I would play it when I got older. But finding a bridge club is pretty darn hard around here. And I'm wondering if it just died out. But everybody in the 50s and 60s, they would go to different people's homes. They'd have snacks out for them, crackers, soda, whatever. And then they would play bridge for hours. And then she was in a club, so they actually had tournaments, which I thought was so cool too. So for this particular one, I want $10 as well. And just if you want to email me at lasoniascouture@yahoo.com and let me know that you want the card lot. It is $10. Okay. Now I don't charge taxes, but to collect the money, we will go through again. I'll put it in my buy it now section. There's different sections. There's auction, there's offers, there's the buy it now. They also have a marketplace. Now, I didn't see it last night, but they did have a marketplace up and running. If it's still there and nobody buys these, I might just offer this on there as well. Okay, so I will put it on there. If you email me and let me know that you're interested, I need your name, and when you go in, you're going to be buying it just like if you were in an auction. You're going to click the button buy now, and it's going to take it right out of your account right away. Okay. All right, then you can go to your account and see how much the taxes and the shipping are. I think the shipping is also available to see how much that's going to be as well when you buy the product, okay, or the item. Now, I really like these. This looks like it's stone. This is such a beautiful grassy green, avocado green. I think this is probably a child of the 70s necklace, but it's been kept so nice. These are carved stone. It has the little crosses in it. Looks like somebody was trying to make little O's or check marks on it. It's in stellar condition, stellar. And all of these are wood beads, and they're just made very well. There's no discoloration. It's like somebody bought it and put it on the shelf, never really got around to wearing it, and then donated it to the Goodwill. So I love this necklace. Love, 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 love this necklace. I don't have a bracelet that will go with it specifically. If I did, I would put it out. But I did find this little necklace that ran the same into the same kind of earth tone couture or design or era. And this is more modern, and this is the one, it has, this is plastic, this is stone, these are brass, and this is going to be here, if you can see it. I need to move a little further over. This is going to be your wood beads down here, okay? I do have these two sets of earrings. I have this set here, which will go perfectly with this brassy, antique brassy looking necklace. It could go with this as well. Those are pierced. And then also I have this set that I thought went really well with it as well. These are more modern. It is ink and alloy. I've never heard of that company. I'm assuming it's more of a earthy, more modern type. And these are the colors of the 70s. These are the colors that I had, I wore as a teenager. If I had anything other than brown, or I saw other people wearing. And I have to tell you about my brown story one day. I think I've told everybody almost every video, and I don't want to bore you with that. But anyways, I think it's so attractive. It's really beautiful. I love the fact that these look like little coat hangers, and it feels like it's going to be just really lightweight and very comfortable on. If you still love these colors, or if you love these colors now and these earthy tones, with the limeish green and then the more of a grassy green, and you have this here, you've got copper, we used to call that color fuchsia, beige, and you've got again some lime green here, some dark silver or gray, and you've got this brassy little seed beads here. Absolutely love those earrings. I fell in love with them when I pulled them out of the bag. Sorry, taking a drink. I get really dry really easy because I have a lot of medications I have to take. I hate that, but you know, it's life. Okay, so this is going to be, this one here is going to be $15, okay? $15 for this one. Let me get my bag again. $15 is what I'm offering for that set. Now it's a little bit heavier, even though there's a lot of wood beads, so it might weigh, you know, cost a little bit more than $4, maybe $5 to ship. Yeah, the brass in here is quite heavy, so I know they're real brass beads, and they're made well. And then you've got these stones here. These are the stones, and the rest, I believe, that might be some sort of wood, and then these are the softer wood. Anyways, it's a little bit weighty, and still beautiful, gorgeous. Put these in where I'm not going to scrunch up the necklaces or the earrings, because this necklace is a little bit heavy. Okay, and then this pretty brass. I really like this necklace. And yeah, there's no maker's mark on this one. I didn't think there was. This is probably one of the only pieces that I got out of the designer lot that did not have a maker's mark on it. I'm going to fold this up, and I'm going to put these in the corner. You can't really see it, but I'll put this in the corner so I can zip this up, hopefully. Do it that way. And we're going to make it 15 on this guy, okay? There's a lot of beautiful earth tones in this, which I love, love, love. Just brings back those memories of the 70s. And very earthy looking clothes, very light cotton, you know, blue jeans. And corduroy pants. There we go. Bell bottoms. The whole thing. Okay. So I have one more little set, and I'd like to find some, I think I have some really nice hoops that might go with that. If I can find it, I will add it to the bag. I'm just putting YouTube on all of these. Give me a second. So I know where I offered them, because I have quite a few things going on. in platform wise. Now, I really like this because it's this one lady Hudson Vintage. She calls these loops. These loops are all colors. All colors. It's on a simple chain, spring ring chain, so you know it's older. Really nice gold, silver, and gunmetal color. Then I'm going to throw in a bunch of these really nice and pretty, because these seem to go with this so well, little baubles. And if I run across some really good hoop earrings, ladies, let's see. Let's see, I don't know if these would go. What do you think? Yeah, I think they're just too plain for that. We need something with a little pizzazz. Anyways, I will put it in with this, okay? No promises. If I can't find anything, it'll be as is. And this is going to be 10. I want to make sure that you get what you're paying for. So I will keep looking for some earrings to put in here, okay? Really, really pretty set. So I'm enjoy doing this, things that you can change out or color coordinating. I love doing that. I've been doing that since I was a child, an infant probably. I just can't stand wearing things that aren't color coordinated for myself, and that's how I get away with not having to spend so much money on clothing and always be well dressed, because I get things that are interchangeable. I can mix them up, and same clothes, but yet different looks or different outfits, and that's what I do. That's sort of my forte. Okay, these have come out of the box, the bag that we were looking at, and you saw a few of them. I finally found all of the colors. There's a navy blue, there is a yellow, and a light lime color, which is this one here. These are, I haven't measured them. They're quite long. Let's see what I did with that measuring tape. I put it somewhere. I had it in my little tool container that I got off of my desk, so that I would have something. Well, let's just use this one. I'll find it. I was looking for my cloth one. So this one I've had for a long time. I can't remember where I got it. Or maybe I bought it some years ago. But I really enjoy this one because it's helpful when I'm out looking for things to hang pictures and things of that nature. 22 inches long. So each one is exactly the same length. And I'm going to put them together. They are from Simple Addiction. Simple Addiction. And it reminds me of Thrift Anonymous. My jewelry, and then My Jewelry Addiction. That's a channel on YouTube, and you can look her up. She's fabulous. She's in California. I think she lives somewhat close to the beach. And I love listening to her. She reminds me of my friends when I was in my childhood. I lived in the Bay Area, San Francisco Bay Area, until I was 15 years old. Then I was supposed to go to high school. San Mateo High School was quite famous for a man. I keep saying it's Merv Griffin. I'm not sure if that's the name anymore. I may be mixing that up with somebody else, but it seemed like it was Merv or Mervin, something like that. He was a radio personality. Of course, you know, that was the way of communicating in that day, was radio and television, if you had the luxury of having one. Radio was pretty much a standard given, and then TV came along. And my very first TV that I had, I was quite spoiled with that because I didn't want anything else for Christmas. I think my family paid $13 for it, which, you know, it's like $1,300 now. But it was a black and white little portable TV, probably a little 12-inch TV, and I absolutely loved my TV. I was able to get 2 stations. I don't know if I even had, I think my mom may have gotten me some rabbit ears, or if it came, I think they came on them back in the day. But I could only get 2 stations. It was in my room, and I would go, and every time Star Trek was on, when they took it off, I was devastated. That's why I wanted my TV, was to watch Star Trek, because it was so futuristic, and I loved it, and I couldn't understand why nobody else could like it. They didn't like it. I just couldn't understand. Okay. And then I had to wait several years before it came back on. Or I just watched the reruns if there was any. But yes, I had 2 stations on my little TV. And I can remember when my parents got a color TV. And that was a big thing, to get a color TV. And we didn't get the one in the big, giant consoles. That was, you know, if people had that, they had money. They were rich. And we just had our little TVs and our little inexpensive TV stand for it, but it worked. I can remember it had a metal shelf underneath and what looked like cardboard wood, or it might have even had metal or something under it. I was young, so I don't remember. And then I do know that we sold everything and moved to Tennessee, which there's some things that I learned were good, but I was not happy about moving. I did not want to move. I was going to start my high school year with my friends, and that I felt like that my life was over, and it really was. It was over. Tennessee being moved from a city to where there was all kinds of opportunities, to a rural backwoods country, very backwards thinking and acting area, was very difficult for me to handle. So I spent my entire high school years in a deep depression, which is very sad, for those times. And nobody did anything about it. It was, nobody did anything for women or for children there. And that's why I say it's backwards. And it still is. I went back a few years ago, and I was shocked. At the attitude. I worked as a nurse, so I got into people's homes and home health care. And it was just shocking to me how little had changed in all of those years. It had been 20 years. And so I told my mother that I could not handle living there. I needed to go back to my kids here in Colorado. And because I was helping her out at the time. And that's what I did. And I'm back here to Colorado in the West, where the West was one. where people have a lot more open minds and are, you know, possibly better educated. Anyhow, we'll get off that subject. So I want $20 for these, $5 for each one of these chains. I feel they're worth it. You can interchange these. I can sell them separately for $5 each, but honestly, if you love these, having the different colors, it is navy blue, light yellow, light lime, and light black colors. You can make several different outfits, in a sense, jewelry outfits out of these, okay? More versatility. Okay, I wanted to put UT for YouTube. Okay, perfect. Now we'll get into the box after I show you this. I want to show you this. This is a true 60s piece. You would have gotten these as souvenirs anywhere between 60s to the 80s. I mean, it looks more like the 80s to me with the large stones. This would have been something that somebody would have gotten in some island somewhere. It would have been made in somewhere like Taiwan, Korea, and I don't think we were in goods back then with China. So it does have faux pearls. This is silver and gold toned. This here is mother of pearl, and it's stacked together very nicely. This is a mother of pearl carved shell. It is definitely a statement piece. It's in excellent condition. There's nothing chipped on the shell. This little bit right there is actually, when the shell was formed, it is a little divot in that. So he probably smoothed this out and found that there was a little divot in it. It's beautiful, actually, and I have thought about several times throwing it away, but then I keep thinking, no, it's part of history. And I did put a new clasp on it. The clasp that was on there was broken, and so I went ahead and fixed that this weekend. And you do have a little bit of peeling here on these beads, but other than that, and those won't be seen, you have a nice lobster claw. It probably was a silver tone with a barrel, screw barrel clasp. I don't think it's not really easy to get that on with such large beads. So I decided to go ahead and put something more user-friendly, if you want to put it that way, on this. Okay, I'm offering this for $10 as well. I just want to see it go to a nice home, and being the fact that it has so much mother of pearl on it, and the pearl beads are in perfect condition, there's no peeling that I've noticed on there, I'll offer that one for $10. Okay, so again, all you have to do, and I'm going to show you my instructions periodically throughout the video, is to email me letting me know you want it. Then you have to sign up. You will have to sign up with YouTube, Whatnot, to be able to purchase this. And it's not an advertisement for them, it's just that's where I'm at. That's the platform that I use, that it's free to me until I purchase something, and then they take their profit out of it. It's easy for you, it's easy for me. Okay, I have other things that I had set out for that. This came in the lot. I'm going to put this aside. I have a few more lots I'll be putting together for each one of my videos. I'm going to be showing you the things that I have got out of the bag. And I wanted to show you some of these smaller necklaces. I can't put them together with the larger ones because this is what was entangled in one necklace. I'm going to show you that necklace right now. Look at this. This did come out of the designer lot. We're getting into that now. This is one that you did not see. And it's stunning. It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. I could not believe that this gorgeous thing was in the box. But there must have been a dozen necklaces wound in it. It took me 2 hours to untangle all of this. And then I got down to looking at the label for the designer tag, and it simply says China. I was so disappointed. I thought it was going to be something like a J. Crew or, you know, old Monet or something like that, because these chain links are fabulous. I mean, I could pull on this all day and it's not going to come apart. It is heavy. All of these, and these are, I believe, glass beads. I have not found one with any peeling. There are some silver filigrees in here, and they are not discolored. Even the little head pins that they put through the beads, that's what these are, head pins, they are not discolored. And it looks like what happened was so many things got tangled in this piece that they gave up and just donated it. I can't even imagine. I can imagine, because it was difficult. It was really a challenge for me to untangle all the necklaces that were in here. I was so surprised. So this one needs to be put in a separate bag, or you could even take this one and fold it and put it in some tissue or some kind of piece of cloth and put it in a drawer somewhere so that it's not around the other necklaces, so it doesn't tangle like this was. I promise you, you will get frustrated if you have to untangle what I had to untangle. So I think I'm going to use this bag. It's a little bit different size to put that in. And this one here, I'm going to offer to you guys and put it on right now if you want it. This one's going to be $20. It is in perfect condition. It is not a does not have a maker's mark, unfortunately, but it's in such good condition. Nobody's going to ask you where it's from, and you know what? Just make up something if they do. Oh my goodness. So I think it'll fit really nicely down in this bag. I'm going to put $20 on this. So I think that's what I'm going to do from now on, is offer these to you and buy it now, put it in a bag with the price on it. And if you email me and tell me which one you wanted and the timestamp, or have a screenshot that you can actually email to me, we'll go through Whatnot for your purchases, okay? I kicked myself all night last night trying to figure out how I was going to do this, offer these things to you, because it's important to me. Very important. Now, some things I am going to number. I don't have anything to do that with just right this minute. You know, I do. I actually do. I'll just do this and take my little scissors and cut off some numbers when we get to the earrings, okay? Now this is a unique piece. It looks like it's plastic, but it's not. They have this. It's created. It's called Tagoo. It's actually a nut. They've made this out of nuts. They've carved the different shapes. I don't know what they've covered it with, but each and every one of these are handmade, hand-carved, handmade. And this is what it says. Our jewelry collection is carved from a sustainable nut called Tagoo, which grows from a palm tree found mainly in Ecuadorian rainforest. Handmade by skilled artisans, maintaining the traditions of past generations. And then it says, in order to provide life-changing opportunities for these families and communities. So someone has bought this from a local artisan, and I'll bring this up here so you can see it better. You can read that if you want to get a screenshot of that. And it's from Tagoo by Soreva Cedeno. And then it has a little bit more information on it, talking about, let's see if I can get it where it's not. It's not going to focus in, I guess. No, not going to focus in. But, these darn glasses. I don't know if it says paintback or something. Oh, fair trade. Good night. Fair trade, sustainable, handmade from 100% natural materials. And I would like to get 15 for this one because each and every one is so incredibly unique. And it's a very muted color tones. You could wear this anywhere, tropical islands or whatever. It's 100% natural. If you are into the earth tones, the natural colors, and it's a stretch bracelet. It's in really good condition. It's like new. It's like somebody bought it and didn't wear it, probably to support the cause. Yeah, I want 15 for this one, and we'll go from there. And I'll put that one in a bag. And I will put down that I offered it to you for $15. So Tagoo, if you say to me, I would like to purchase the Tagoo bracelet, I need your name. I'm going to need your address. Well, no, I'm just going to need your name because Whatnot will have your address. And then you'll go to my site. You'll type in LaSonias_couture. And even if my show is not active, you should be able to go into the little on the right hand side. You're going to have some little icons, and you're going to touch on the little house. Then it'll give you the choice of looking at the auction items or the buy it now items. And you can look at the buy it now. You'll probably have to scroll down to, it's alphabetical, I think. So you might have to scroll down a bit until you find it, and I will have your name on it specifically, okay? Okay. You know, I think I'm going to do that with each and every one of these pieces. But I also have to list them some of them online. So I'm not sure how I'm going to do that. I don't want to list them and have to pull them off because I sold it to you. So I'm not sure how I'm going to do that. But if you would like any of these, you definitely can get those. Stack up my little box here, and you can get those from me on YouTube. Okay, I may pull some of these out and list them also. I'm probably going to list them, this one as well, on the auction sites. I'm sorry, platforms. Etsy or that down there, and Poshmark. Those are the two I'm going for. I'm not real happy with eBay. I have not sold one item. No, I have. I take that back. I sold one item on eBay every time I list things. Only one. So I don't like their algorithm idea. I don't like it at all. I think it just really is not fair to everybody. Okay, so I'm going to use my pencil and mark these items by number. I'm still going to list these. Two. Okay. You can see I'm using this. This is for rings, really, and I do have all my rings listed. Not listed, but priced, and have that information on there. Okay. So, what can we do? I can offer this to you as well. This will also go up online. This I'm wanting. It is 14 karat gold, sterling silver. It is made in China, however, but it is Honora pearls. And if I know better, I believe Honora pearls are expensive. Their freshwater is the freshwater collection, but still. This is a little torque. It goes around your neck. It's more like a choker because it fits right on your neck. And unless you are really small. And I'm going to be offering this for, I'm going to offer it for $35, okay? So I'm going to put that here so I remember. And that is going to be listed on Poshmark. See if I can write on my new tablecloth. Well, it's not really tablecloth, it's a scarf. It's gorgeous. I'm trying to keep it clean. I think it might be silk. I haven't tried to wash it. It does not have a tag on it, but it's gorgeous, and I want to keep it nice. So I'm trying to not make it a difficult clean if I do have to clean it. I might even dry clean this one. It's absolutely gorgeous, and I will be sick to my stomach if I lose this one, if I do something and ruin it. So I should do it over here, I think, maybe. So 35, and I'm going to list these two. Beautiful, beautiful little necklace. Okay. So some of the small items that I pulled out, these even got tangled up on themselves, so I don't want to, whoops, need to move on from them to retangle again, so I'm not quite sure how I'm going to put them away. So this one here is a shorter one. It is you can see it, a C. You can get a little bit of the shine here, C. You know what, let me turn on my other light too. I often forget to turn this other light on, and that's my professional light. It gets a little hot in here when I do. Here we go. Much better. Okay. I may have to take a break here in a minute and go grab my other fan because it's really, really warm. Let me turn this one on. Hold on a second. Whoops. Oh, now it is on. Okay. Oh, I can't feel it. I thought about buying a little box fan, but honestly, have you seen the prices right now? Oh my gosh, $30 for a box fan. I remember when they were $10 and $13. Ugh. Crazy, crazy times. Okay, so there, you can see that now. Much better. Yeah, there we go. So the neat thing about this is that when I found it, it was in 2 pieces. And the reason it was in 2 pieces is because I was unwinding it out of the big bauble necklace, the big pearl bauble. And then I hooked it back together and realized that this goes through the triangle. So it makes this really cool necklace. Really like this one. And it's gonna lay like this. It's gonna lay like this. Let's see if I can get that a little bit over. So you can see it seems like one light's drowning out the other. There we go. Okay. And if you're interested in that one, you can give me a timestamp on this one, okay? And email me and let me know that that's what you want. And I didn't realize this had 2 different things on it. Okay, hold on. It has a extender. Cool, that removes. That's nice. And a nice little lobster claw. This came from another batch of jewelry, another lot. Well, that's a tiny one. And I don't think it's a designer. We can look at it and see. I'm using my big Inspector Gadgets. So RMN, not quite sure what RMN means, unless it means made in China. It's a silver tone necklace. It's going to be about a 6-inch drop and probably 8 with the extender. It has this little crystal in it that's light yellow, and then the white crystal looks like a little daisy to me. I absolutely love it. It's really sweet. Be great for a granddaughter or a daughter, or teen, or even for you if you'd like it. I'm going to put this little extender back on here. However, that's a looks like an about 2-inch extender. There. And that's the little daisy necklace. Now this one here, I think, I might be wrong about how long these are. Let me check. Because I know this is like a 16-inch, I believe. 8, 8, 16. Yeah. 16-inch. This is probably 16-inch. And this is a 16-inch. Okay. So it has an 8-inch drop. You just cut that in half. Now this was a necklace, an earring that I just got out of this lot, the designer lot. I don't know what this logo is, but it's so adorable. This actually is a stone. I think this is Larimar turquoise, which is beautiful. This is 925 is what it says on the back. It feels like it. And so I put it on a chain. I ordered a whole bunch of Silvertone chains, and what came in was something that said 925 on it. I do not trust it. I believe that this may be, if anything, plated 925 or just Silvertone. So I'm not going to advertise this as sterling silver. However, this little pendant right here that I just created, and I see I need to squeeze it a little bit more with my pliers, which is that pretty turquoise color. That's a beautiful silver bezel around it. Lovely. Okay, this one here. Oh, how much are these? For this one, this could go for 10. This can go for 10. This is definitely 10. This one here can go for 10. It's really cute. It's by Claire's. I think it is I want to say it's, I want to say it's Silvertone. Yeah, it's Silvertone when I put it up like that. It's a little Y necklace. You've got this little bar, and then this anchor, this little anchor. So this is the anchor necklace. This is the Larimar necklace, and I might go up to on this one to 15, honestly. I really should sell that one at 15. This one here definitely is worth, no more than 10, and this one here is worth no more than 10, even though it is a Charming Charlie's. Okay, it's very lightweight. It's in perfect condition, and it has I think it's almost black. It's gunmetal or black. It's not even a dark gray. It's almost black. In the color of that chain. Sorry. I have to get something to drink. I get real dry real quick. Now this one here is a Sugar Fix. I'm assuming that is a lot like the one that, a company like Claire's. And it has an initial L on it. And that's just about right here is how it is going to look with the initial L. Now I have an initial L, but I like script L's. That's my thing. And this here can go with that. It is a little moon, crescent moon, and I believe this is a cartilage for the ear. Your ear cartilage, little crescent moon earring. Okay, so that can go with that for 10. This here is called Flirt. I'll bring it up here so you can see it. It's called Flirt. Flirt. And it has an arrow and a little heart through it. You can see that. I wish I could just shine a flashlight on these so you can see them better. Maybe that's a good spot right there. And you can see it. It's called Flirt. It's in perfect condition, and it has this light lime color druzy feel to it. It's probably faux. I wouldn't think it's a real stone. It has, little crystals. It shines like sparkles. The back is completely no hole in it for shine. So that would also be $10, okay? This one here is a little filigree. I think it's a little dirty. Yep. There was some kind of, I hope it doesn't, okay, there we go. Some kind of black dusty stuff in with these. And I thought maybe it might have something to do with eyeshadow or, you know, almost like a waxy kind of black makeup. Anyways, nice little chain. It is a gold tone. It's in really good condition. This would be $10. It is a Charming Charlie's. It has a 2-inch extender. It is a little bit shorter. These three are a little bit shorter. And they're still 8 inches. That one's 8 inches. And that one's 8 inches. I guess it looks longer. The anchor one looks longer because of the length of the anchor. Yeah, they're all 16-inch chains with 8-inch drops. Okay. So the next one is very unusual. I can't figure out exactly how this is supposed to go. It has 2 little hoops here. You can see. You can see it through my hand maybe. 2 little, you know, lengths in here. It's a Charming Charlie as well. Or, I take that back. This one is the V. So I'm wondering if that is a script V as in Venus. I did find some jewelry in here that did have that particular name on it. So I don't know if this is supposed to go all the way to the end or if this is supposed to be hang sideways. I always thought they hung like this. Well, oh yeah, it does go through. My bad. I thought it was stuck there. Okay, here we go. So this says, I don't know if you can read it, but I'm going to tell you. It says superhero. This says mother, life changer, and miracle worker. So this is a mother's necklace, and this will be $10 as well. I'm glad that moves because I couldn't even imagine. But I was quite tired when I was working with these last pieces. Okay. Now this is a beautiful little piece, and it does have a designer tag. It has LC. And I'm not sure who that is. I haven't had a chance to look it up yet. Extremely good quality. These tiny little red glass conchas that they just reflect the light so nicely. And such a beautiful necklace. I absolutely love this one. I really thought about keeping it, and I might still. That one, I want $15 for that one. Okay. You may have seen this one before. This did not come out of that lot, but it's one of my favorites. I did put it away in a bag and was going to list it, and I may still. But this is just absolutely gorgeous. I call this my Baby Bali. So the Baby Bali necklace has an 8-inch drop. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's glass and rhinestones. It is not crystal because they are not, the little rhinestones are not open in the back, except for this large one. That one is open, but I can see that it has a gold or silver tone on it. for reflection. These here, these little glass pieces or acrylic pieces are open so that you can see through them. You know, I don't know if it's my camera. Hold on just a second. Or if it truly is the light. I'm not getting very good. Let's see if I can move this a little bit over. If it'll stop from drowning out this light that I have. Yeah, that's better. Not great, but it's better. Let's see. If I lower that, it makes it worse. Okay. I don't think, maybe. Well, it's a little bit better. Still not as much light as I want it to be, but a little bit better. Okay, so very pretty silver tone necklace. It does not have a designer on it. That one is 15. So the Baby Bali is 15. And then we get down to the oh my goodness, all of a sudden I forgot the name. Brighton. This is the Brighton necklace. And it is gorgeous. This is such a beautiful starfish or sea star, as it is properly called. Look at the back of it. Right? It's just amazing. I love it. It's has crystal in it, and then you can see the back. It has detail as well, and then it has a really great heart clasp, and then the bee heart for Brighton, and a little tiny starfish on the end, and it's adorable. And I don't think you're going to be able to see it with my crazy, let's see if I can change the focus a little bit better.